Hey, it's episode 34 of How Not to Game with Kelly Jack's Simutrans tutorial playthrough. It is a playthrough style where I'm showing you things as I encounter it organically. Part of that's because, hey, I can show you these tricks, but you don't need to use all of them right off the bat. I mean, I see so many guys in other games playing with, signals every three. Yeah, they're doing that for the speed game. I'm not doing the speed gaming. If you're not a speed gamer, my way may work for you. You don't need massive amounts of signaling constantly every few feet. You know, it's costly. It might make it so that your system runs smoother, yeah, but at the same time, do real trains work that way? They got blocks, and those blocks are at least not the length of a train, but several train lengths long. In fact, you can go quite a distance nowadays in between sidings and such in a block. So our game's set up. We're back over onto Eastern Transports to try to start turning it around. Going to fast forward it for just a second and see if we did manage to do any differences on our monthly costs. Unfortunately, early on, the buses are not going to build the huge amount of revenue we need to start doing it. But as we can see, we're getting a change. And that change is that it's not looking like we're going to go as deep in the hole because we keep pulling up. Now that bottom is slowly diving down, yeah. But at 19,000 versus 21,000 costs, we've got to figure out where the things are coming at. And got to start turning this guy around. So we're sitting here. Sorry about the alarm. Uh, Trying to figure out what else we can do to try to build things. Well, one of the things we're not getting good is we still have yet to start servicing passengers to work at the steel mill, which is why it's down from 100, you know, hundreds of people from a couple of these towns to just a couple. So we got to start getting people out to the steel mill, out to the coal line. And so that means we need to connect the Vales to both of these because the Vales is the big town. Didn't mean to grab a screenshot. All right. Let's take a peek here and see what we can do. Vales hasn't gotten bus service yet either, so we haven't tied it into the system. Got it set to go, but we haven't tied it in. So, first things though, let's get a passenger train laid down. Grab that rail tool. We're going to make its train station be on this edge of town, and I'm going to lay out a block for 3 tracks. We're just going to get things going across as fast as we can. Bridge this river as fast as we can. Actually, you know what? Bridge it there. Why? I just realized something. Why have 2 bridges when you only need 1? There we go. But we're still going to have to tie this in to a rail system that's already a disaster junction here. Put that onto there. Get this guy into here. And we're going to need that new through pass line for the train's coming out of there. Get that a straighter shot into it. There we go. Slightly different look. All right, now for the through pass line, it's going to have to be all shifted here. So that's all on this on the ore haulers. And the steel line. So we need to take and go to, ooh, the Riverside Steel Roller doesn't have a train? It doesn't. Making certain that's car flats. Yes. So that's part of the problem. Let's get a steel roll train going. Yep, that's the one. Now, one thing we do need to do on that steel roller, though, is steel runner, is fix that scheduling over at here because it needs to have an intermediate where it says it's going down this line. And we need to have that set. That's it. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. Start that baby rolling. Then we've got to go into our two lines that come through here, and we need to remove the waypoint and shift it out to here. So that's one, and where's our other ore hauler? And again, same thing, we're going to look at it. We're going to remove that and get him to go to there. Back to the waypoints, that takes and runs them down this track, and the others come through this track. Now we need to take and do some fast road work over here, and I do mean fast. To set up, close that out for a second. First we need a station. Building a bigger station because the Vales is going to connect into Pinedon real fast just so we can make some money. And we'll do a high-speed line over to Pinedon, I think. Now close that out. Drop a bus stop there. A bus stop there. And a bus bus stop over there. And then we'll do one over here. And you know what? We will do one there as well. Try to grab as much of our town as we can get early on. Dispatch a couple of buses over there real fast. I know I'm running short on time here, guys, so bear with me. Let's do this. Copy, copy. I'm going to just buy 4 buses fast. We're not going to take and do much. First bus route's going to go like this, to this, to this, and back. Second bus route, oops. Is going to be the north side. We'll go back and put the ETC on it later. Right now we're just trying to dispatch the bus fast. So that it's tying in, and then we also want to run one more, whoops, one more. And he's going to go from Lima Vales Rail Empire, so that we know that we're getting that over, hook it into the rail. Then we need a train fast to get it over here and start servicing these 2 industries. And for the train, we're going to look fast. Again, we're going to skip this guy. We need speed. 440. 480. 588. You know what? I kind of like this guy. He's going to go faster down the road. And then we can upgrade the rail when we get a moment. So we're going to go from that station to this station to this station. Back over at the Vales, we want to be at 50%. It's going to take us a while to load up 48 people, but we need that money. And this is going to be the Vale Walter. So we've got a train rolling and everything else, get him out and on the way. Start seeing how long it takes before we start getting people to go to work. Sorry again for the many interruptions here. There, he's 22:32 there. He's picking them up. People are starting to show up to go to work. As we slowly but surely begin building a better, there's the train, delivering people, picking people up. We will see if that's going to help or harm long term. Looks like harm initially, but we'll see. I mean, people tend to take and be bigger, but once we did that, look at the fact that all of a sudden trains are running now. So we're going to take it back down to normal speed. I'm going to see you guys in another video down the road. I'm Callie Jack. Have a better day than I'm having. And thanks again. This has been episode 34 on my How Not to Game Simutrans tutorial.